Chameleon. Ranga naye aspiring. Ranga yagala kukwatira NUP. Kwatyo bwanyingidde.
Ambassador.
Commissioner Alex, Commissioner Jeremiah, Commissioner Jamil, Commissioner Tony. So please avail us with your documents, the class. And I'm going to give you like 3 minutes to talk about yourself.
My name is you can proceed. Yeah, my name is Ssebagala, a renowned musician also known as Chameleon. I've been in existence as a entertainment artist for the last 20 years. And in the 20 years, I've done a lot of community outreach. I have worked with the US Nation only 2012. I've performed for charity, for the owamaanyi Peace Festival. I have uplifted a lot of musicians out of my means. And I'm a member of NUP. You answer more?
What would you want to do for the city?
What is that?
What would you want to do for the city?
We want solutions for the new city. Kampala has been a very certain people who are only lamenting, crying to the people, and not providing solutions. And I would like to have a Lord Mayor who's going to sell my city beyond borders. I've done a lot of traveling. I can use my personal image on addition to the city by attracting tourism and investors to this country and the city itself.
Mr. Joseph Mayanja.
Yep.
This city is a city of chaos. Chaos in its leadership, chaos in even what happens amongst the people. And let me begin with the leadership. What would you say is the problem at City Hall that causes a clash between the technical wing and the political wing? And if you can identify that problem, what would you do to make sure it doesn't happen when you're on?
Yeah, there's a big division between the Lord Mayor himself and the council. He's solely making decisions without consulting the council itself. I think the best way forward is, as a Lord Mayor, you have to work with the council. You have to divide responsibility and decision making. But being the supreme Lord Mayor and the person taking all the decisions, there's a lot of chaos and things being left behind, because I believe that even the council has a lot of addition it has to add onto that office.
So what would you say are the key duties of the Lord Mayor? Do you understand?
Yeah, the key duties of the Lord Mayor, first and foremost, is the chief decision maker. He's the supreme. He's the one who initiates strategies and develop. These are physical and social developments for the city. The key duties of another duty of the Lord Mayor, he is supposed to attract tourism and investment in this city. And he's the chief supervisor of all the assignments that he amends.
Tell us about your understanding of the city in terms of population, demographics, voter numbers.
Yes. I'll give you the little details that I can provide right now. First and foremost, the city has about 2 million residents who live in Kampala and about 2.5 million people that come to work in the city. And the demographics of the city, Kampala consists of 5 divisions, which one of them is Kawempe, where I come from, Rubaga, Nakawa, Machini, the Kampala Central. Yeah. What more?
Do you have any peculiarities you can say that Rubaga is unique in this angle? Yes. Kawempe is unique in this angle. Do you have such things you can say?
Yes, I can say. I'll start with Machini actually. Machini is unique that almost 95% of Ugandan musicians live in Machini. It is unique also in the way that Machini doesn't sleep. It is operating 24 hours. When I talk about Rubaga, Rubaga is actually more unique as well because it hosts the Catholic Church, the Maiden Catholic Church. It hosts Namirembe Cathedral, and that is it.
Yeah. About what you can do for the city. Tell us about your development plan, and I want to give you a few pointers. Flooding in the city, yes, number one. The current trend in the city where the planners think that the city, the common man doesn't deserve to be in the city. What would you do about those? And then, what would you do about jam? Because currently, I think in the entire world, they say that an ordinary Ugandan who drives a car in Kampala wastes about 6 hours of his time in jam.
Yeah, I'll set so much on jam. One of the developments I'll put on the cities, all big cities and mob cities don't sleep. Business rotates 24 hours. One of the reasons that causes traffic jam in the city is because we all work at the same hours. People wake up to go and work at 8, and we have to leave at 6. So we go into the city at the same time and leave the city at the same time. So if we can develop a city that works 24 hours, that means there's people who are going to also be working the night shift. So that decreases a lot of the traffic jam. Then another thing that I'll talk about is recently you saw the floods that have been stumbling everybody. We need, I'll give an example of Amsterdam. Amsterdam was built below sea level. So we need to attract engineers and we need advice, foreign advice. People like, for example, if you walk into Amsterdam, you can find the engineers that will still advise you over how to deal with the city drainage and lift up Kampala from, because Kampala is also below, is in a valley. But we need to seek foreign advice. We're not going to finish everything and think that we know everything. We have to Tino Kusaka, such kind of support.
Now tell us about your loyalty to People Power and the National Unity Platform. I am specifically interested in what you think you have done for the movement, People Power, and for the National Unity Platform that makes you think that for this and this and that, I think I am the most credible candidate to hold the flag of the party.
Yeah, thank you so much. First and foremost, if you've been following my trail, I'm a very popular person, very popular. And through that popularity, I've already started mobilizing. A lot of people want to be like me, a lot of young people want to be like me. So by seeing Joseph Chameleon, Mayanja, in the NUP, that alone attracts a few more members. And if you've been following my trail, I've been trying to talk about the National Unity Platform and the principle. There's no interview that you've seen me on the air and I've not mentioned the National Unity Platform and my principle, that is mobilizing. So that is a very big addition. And on top of that is being a member of NUP is just another big thing. I'm a big fish in a big party. Yeah.
Okay, what?
Yeah, he's mentioning. Okay, recently I've just released a song, a campaign song that is about. I don't know if you've heard it. Kona is talking about Chagula. He's talking about Mayanja. So it's good for the movement.
Can you mention for us some of the values of NUP?
The values of NUP, I think the biggest value is liberating this country from the dictatorship that has prevailed for 35 years. And secondly is to mobilize all opposition into the national platform so we can be stronger and better.
Can you tell us about your preparedness to manage a campaign in a city which is as big? I don't know whether you have a rough estimate of how many voters are in the city, but how prepared are you?
I'll tell you, I have a lot of voters and there's very many voters.
I'm saying total number of voters in the city.
I won't give you those numbers because I don't want to go off the track. But what I'll tell
Okay, but how are you organized in terms of campaign?
I'm very organized. That's why I opened up a command center, a sister command center in Vadintuma Road. Actually, that's also another thing that I've added on to NUP, because I would like to invite actually my NUP people and members to also come and visit me on that side as we on the road to freedom. So I'm very prepared. My budget is ready, and my task force is also very ready. And as I talk right now, I'm coming from the Electoral Commission to pick up my nomination papers, which we are starting to look for the signatures required.
How many signatures do you need to nominate?
We have to pick signatures from about 28 different voting centers. We need about 60 by electoral area. Yes.
By electoral area, what does that mean? Electoral area, division.
Yeah, by electoral area.
Okay, so I don't know, just.
Would you,
Just
Mr.
one.
Mayanja, tell us about your leadership skills?
My what?
Leadership skills.
Previous leadership skills.
Yeah, my leadership skills are very evident. I am one. I've been the president of Leon Island Music Empire for the last 20 years, which has led and produced, I still say, about 80% of Uganda's talent. It has not been an easy thing because, like you know, in our business, with different habits, but I've managed to be a leader and I've led them to victory. They're big stars right now. Besides that, I've played very many leadership roles. I've been the CEO of 3 Hours Away.
What is that?
CEO 3 Hours Away, which was a charity foundation that me and Kawesa created to raise charity and awareness for the kids that were displaced in Gulu. I've told you I've been the ambassador of the US mission project in 2012 that took me all the way to Central African Republic to try and solicit and convince the rebels to leave the bush, and of course they left. To mention but a few.
When did you join People Power?
I indirectly joined People Power through it's been a year now, I think. Yeah.
2019?
2019, yes.
To win a mayoral seat without councillors it doesn't help.
Yes.
I want you to tell us what is your preparedness in terms of helping, just in case you become the flag bearer of NUP, helping other flag bearers of NUP at the councillorship level, the city council. How are you prepared to make sure you have your own team of councillors, of NUP councillors, that will defend the NUP position, which we think will be opposition in council?
Yeah, I'm quite prepared. I introduced myself initially and I said that I'm ready to work. I'm ready to move with anybody that is ready to move with us. So with my many tools that I have, I think you must have witnessed yesterday I was seated with the whole music fraternity. Those are tools we can use in our campaigns. So I'm prepared to share some of my tools to every councillor that wants to move with me. That's about it.
Lastly, and I think very important question is, we are a party that thinks in terms of the common man. Do you have a ghetto plan for this Kampala? What do you think is wrong with our ghettos? How can we give our people in the ghettos, which you also identify with, a decent living? What plan do you have as a city mayor to make sure that people who live in Katanga, in Kamoja here, in Chikakajo and Chigagas of this world, there are many Vigagas, how are we going to change their life in terms of decent housing, decent accommodation, and a decent life as city dwellers?
I don't think there's a country that doesn't have a ghetto. Every country has ghettos. But ghettos that live, some countries have ghettos that are on standard. I'll give you one big problem that the ghetto people are facing. Inadequate water supply. People don't have sanitation. You cannot talk about housing whilst you don't look at the people's health. We have to uplift their standards of living through water supply, sanitation, so they can live in cleaner places. An example of is an example of River Thames in London. Amaziga gali pure and clean because emyalagirichi mitegeke miyonjo tetuiza ku uplifting abantu ba ghetto nga bakyalwa endwadde zaabwe. Abantu mu ghetto betaaga kuba adequate medication, betaaga sanitization, good water supply, n'okutegeka emyalagirichi.
Okay, if you don't become the successful party flag bearer, what is your strategy?
My strategy is I still stand on the side of people fighting for freedom. I'll still keep my energy. I'll still keep my vigilance on the intentions of the party.
All right, unless the members here have anything first. We want to thank you for interacting with us. It's been a very good.
Okay, as you sign it, give us some other details.
Some count. What is this some count? Village is village.
I'll furnish you with the details, but the village is Mutungu.
And parish?
Parish is also Mutungu.
Place of birth?
Place of residence?
Okay, I think we wish you the best, Mr. Jose Mayanja.
Wish you the best.
The committee will communicate.
It's the CM.
The committee will communicate end of next week. CM 78 01 21 05 RH EL.
Mr. Mayanja, would you please send us the party membership card number? Because you didn't carry the card with you, so will you send it? Do you have the council's number was there? Please, they will take it and send on the WhatsApp.
Otherwise, we want to wish you the best and have a great day. We are done with Mr. Joseph Mayanja. Yeah, we shall communicate you towards the end of next week.
Any questions?
Any question? Any request?
Akimanyi ali mu kintu kyatiisa.
Tuliyambala engule olutalo nga luwedde, tuliyambala engule tulizimba mu Uganda empya. People power! People power! Mayanja oye! Mayanja oye! Mayanja oye! People power! People power! People power! Chia! Rakata! Rakata! Era nga basuubiza nti ebiri mu kugendera kukyukira ddala 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 kubirira ku ntebe y'obukulembeze n'entebe ziddako. mbasuubiza nti ngenda kubaweereza na Kampala, ngenda kulaakulanya Kampala ashanane. Kampala edda yalinga kinyanga Abannakenya bajja muno, Abakongo bajja muno, Abatanzania nga beeyirira wano, naye tebajjajja. Omanyi lwaki? Lwasobola bamutambuziza buli so njagala kuzzayo Kampala ku mutindo. Kampala tukena okubeera nga Dubai wa East Africa ashanane. Naye Kampala tumubeera manju, abantu bakaaba n'abatukulembera bakaaba. Kati nkola tugikooye twagala buli twateekawo solutions. Juzi wali ku TV walaba amataba gali gatwala abantu. Amataba gaakomanga eri Nakivuba edda Mwala Latif Ssebagala bwe yateekawo negasembera ku siteekulwa kulokotawa nekadikavudde kulokotawa gayingidde Kampala lo onakakana Kampala enafuze swimming pool. So tuzze kuteekawo nkyukakyuka eya solutions. Tukooye abantu abalamentinga nga alamentinga bulamentinzi bakomawo kifaanana ng'omuntu akusanga ku kitanda oli mulwadde atakugulira butundu wakijjanjaba tenaalinda okufagula esanduuko ennene yenkola yaba abasajja fe twabakooye alinda ekintu ekimala okwoloneka ate najja n'akubagiza abantu. Tulina okutambulira ku nkola ya solutions. Nze feesi yange feesi ya muwendo nsobola okutambula amawanga era mbasuubiza bannayuganda nti ngenda kutambula amawanga gonna nga nsakira Uganda ne Kampala ebintu n'ebigwana.
Ku nsonga y'olwaleero kaseera kano tukulaba ku kitebe ky'ekiseera ekyapipapawa ekya NUP ate nga gye buvuddeko katono twakulaba nga wagulawo ofiisi y'omutongole okusooka nga poliisi yakuzoganya. Kaseera twajagadde okumanya obakulaba yajagada kumanya ki ekyakukozaawo ofiisi ate nga tebannakutongoza mu butongole nti bogenda okuba ne bendera.
Mukama wange naawe weetegereza teri muntu bannayuganda gwe balinamu ssuubi lwaba meya Manzi era teri mu kandidate alina amaanyi gekanagamba. Nakusuubiza Uganda nti yenna anayimira mu kkubo ly'abantu tugenda mudumire butomezi kulwa nsonga kaadi kale yo ensonga nkulu naye kisinga obukulu abantu baagala mayanja. Abantu balonze dda mayanja. Emayanja we!
Mukulu Mayanja, somoozebwa ki olowooza kwoyolekedde mu kibuga Kampala okusinziira ku byobufuzi nga bo birabo bwe bitambula?
Okusomoozebwa tekijja kusoboka kulwansonga bwe tugenda kugira ku solutions. Tugenda kugira ku solutions nga tuteekawo enkola empya. Bino bagamba nti abantu kajjaku example oli akeera n'agamba nti road mayor aliko nti bamulemesa okukola. Gavumenti yakulemesa okugenda okusakira abantu ebulayi. Gavumenti yaleganyika okugenda okusupervisinga ebyalo. Kati kubaite okusomoozebwa ebyo byonna byonna nze mu nkola yange era bikyusaamu.
Singa bendera togifuna wano oli mwetefutefu okuwagira gwe banaagiwa?
Tugenda n'enkola ya democracy.
Onookivaamu? Tugenda
n'enkola ya democracy. Kikuzeemu bulungi democracy ki okukkirizaganya awamu n'abantu. Naye nga kyemmanyi ekikulu kya byonna ejja kuba nsobidde n'ennyinyi abakoze ku lwansonga nze ndi Ssaabalwayi. Nze ngenda okuleetebwa road mayor mu NUP.